Yo, what's up guys? Pretty Tries here, and today we're going to go over the ESG Football 24 release date update. Now, let me be clear, this is not an official release date. We don't have one of those yet. But they did release an update on Instagram that basically gives us a pretty good idea of when it's going to go back, and I'm going to tell you guys my prediction as well. But I'll put the post on the screen for you guys to read along with me here. It starts by saying a lot of people have reached out to us this week and about where we stand, so allow us to give a quick update. We are 95% done with our beta. All that remains is mainly stability testing and graphical/lighting upgrades related to performance. We're not going heavy on the marketing right now because we are not going head to head with the excitement of college football 25. We know people are excited. There's not much point to market head-to-head with a $40 billion company. I want to invest into that a little bit because college football 25 coming out has crazy excitement about this, and especially this game coming out around the time of it. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Don't get me wrong. People have been waiting 10 years for college football 25 to come back out. Now it is EA. I'm sure EA is gonna do EA things and do something to kill that excitement after a while. But I definitely agree with that. There's no point to try and match the excitement of college football 25. There's no way. People have been waiting too long, and it's an already established aim and setting behind it. This ESG Football 24 is going to be a brand new concept. I'm personally excited for it, but college football 25, which I'm also excited for, has a lot of excitement around it as well, and definitely a lot more just by default. They go on to say, we're very confident in our model and our product, but let's be clear, we are a true indie, meaning no publisher or like EA or Maximum, so we have to be 10 times more strategic because we have 50 times less of a budget than Maximum and 1,000 times less than EA. They're right. That's all I can say about that one is, yeah, they have to be strategic, especially in being an indie game in a sports gaming community being what's building up your game, because, sports games, the communities aren't the most tolerable people in the world. They go on with, but while we've been cooking in the shadows, we've been building up our firepower, and with the right investors and partnerships, we will not rush. Indies have one shot, and while many people continue to tell us release now before college football, I can promise you that's not the right play. But again, while this is David versus Goliath, we are very confident that we have the right slingshot. And now again, I have to agree. Absolutely must agree that releasing before college football would probably be the worst idea they could do. Way too much excitement. This game would die out basically if they did that around when college football came out. Whether college football is good or not, for at least a while, the game would dip out and not have as much of a player base when that game came out, at least for the few weeks. So like I promised you guys, I'm going to throw my prediction out there. I do believe that this game is still coming out this year. Definitely. I believe that this game is going to come out. What I would think is the smart play is to come out 2, 3, maybe even 4 months after college football comes out. That way, the excitement has died down a little bit. People have gotten over it in a sense. I don't think that the college football game itself is going to die out, don't get me wrong, but the excitement for it at the very least could die down a good bit. And so that's my prediction. I'd say 2 to 4 months after college football releases, depending on how that release goes, should dictate the release date of ESG Football 24. Indies do only have one shot, especially in the sports gaming community. You guys are ruthless. I was going to say myself too, but honestly, I'm not that ruthless. I understand early access, things like that, but not everybody understands. So you get one bad passing mechanic and you have somebody rage quit, throw their monitor, whatever it is that people do now when they get mad at sports games, and then they're going to leave a bad review. And there's a lot of people like that in the sports gaming community. Take a look back at 2K games like that. and this is what they have to mimic. But the right slingshot, I think, is just the game concept itself. Now, they have great investors, NFL players that we've talked about. I'm not going to relist all the names you guys have heard 1,000 times because there's no point. But they certainly do have the right investors. I believe 100% they have the perfect game concept of what they need to be doing. It's just about how are they going to do it. You know, they are an indie game. That is correct. They have one shot here. They're gonna have to make sure they do it correctly, because if they do not do it correctly, people are not willing to give a second chance. I am extremely excited about this game, and I cannot wait for this game to come out. Absolutely. Being a part of the stream team as well. Full clarification, I am auditioning for the stream team for ESG Football 24. But my 100% opinion, if they do not do this right, this game will flop. Again, I could reiterate the whole budget thing, but it's just how the community is. They don't have the budget to make Madden clone that also does 7-on-7, but I think the concept that they've got is great enough to be something really good as long as they do it right. So that's all the update that we have right now, guys. Please stay tuned. As soon as any more updates come in that I see, I will be posting some more videos. But in the meantime, let's get hyped for ESG Football 24 and drop a like and subscribe if you like the content, because we will have more like this coming up. Thank you, guys.